I've had a few people ask for tips on how I play in goal, so during this clip and this episode I am going to show you whilst kind of still talking through this game away to Wrexham. So thank you again, by the way, for all the comments over the last week or two. It's been mental. It's blown my mind on YouTube and TikTok and everything like that. But Wrexham away, this was a classic game, I will say. So my tips. Now, save assistant. Sorry, that makes me laugh how he just springs across. But save assistance is a big thing, and that's a class save there. And I'll talk you through how to sort of save that. So the big thing is your save assistance and your LB or L1 on PlayStation, your sort of manual automatic position assist. Now, ideally, you want to be manual, as we can see the most annoying deflected goal there. You want to be as manual as possible in terms of how you use your LB. I am not. For years, I've always pressed my LB, and then when they get in there on goal, I release it. I use my left stick to sort of position myself and my right stick to dive. Now, I think on last of FC, not FIFA these days, you could just flick it up on automatically and automatically dive. I feel like this year it's a bit different again, which I like. And maybe if you go on to manual, which after this run of games, I've got this and another batch coming up, I'm going to go back to manual, because when I used to play sort of competitively, that's a great save there, but my positioning wasn't great. You can get away with it, but online I would concede because they just put it far corner. I think I am actually that's awful positioning, but I got away with it. But it's still a great save, but still you're a little bit more reactive when you're not, and that's an amazing one there. When you're not pressing LB, manual can sort of slow you down a bit with your diving reactions. It is quite inconsistent and you will concede goals. That's my big tip. You will concede goals and you just look a bit of an idiot. As Wrexham were just absolutely battering us in this game. My biggest tip, so you've got the right stick. Now if you flick that down, that's going to make sort of your player spread himself sort of, if you press it like directly down, and like a Kasper Schmeichel, Peter Schmeichel sort of save. I do that in close range. I always do that. What a strike, 1-1 against front of play by Stones. What a finish, honestly. And then to the right and left, sort of middle, that is going to be your normal dive. I like to flick it up if it's like a high shot, but again, you do get a range of animations through this. Again, it comes to your save assistance. I am on assisted. I've been what a strike. Again, 2-1 in this game. We've been absolutely battered by. We should not be winning it, but we are. The matches in with these settings are amazing, honestly. I have tweaked it a little bit. I have, after this next run of games, I did bring down, that's a good save by Goalkeeper, I did bring down the CPU marking, because the shot error and shot speed were already down to 50, because I just felt we were scoring just like a lot. As Wrexham came through here, and that's an incredible save. That's again where the LB, I've released it, and then I've just flicked it up, sort of quite high up towards like the top left-hand corner. So that's important. The one I'm struggling with this year, as you'll see a few goals can say, it's just the crosses. I mean, that's ridiculous. How have I got away? But I mean, we should have lost about 5-2 in this game, honestly. But coming out and sort of locking onto them, I found a bit tough at times. So we won that game against Wrexham, which was a daylight robbery. To be honest, at the bar, they missed some sitters. We played MK Dons in this game. Early on, MK Dons came forward, good to say, parried away. But again, I'm just literally releasing LB, moving the left stick left a bit, and then the right stick I'm just flicking in the direction of the goal. And that's how you've got to do it. If you hold on to LB for too long, then you won't be as reactive. With keeper charging, I've always found if you're like closing down a one-on-one and you're holding wide to keep a charge, if the opposition shoots, that's another decent save. If the opposition shoots whilst you're running out, there's going to be a delay, and your keeper will usually react past the, as we should have scored there, past the sort of time. However, on this game, it's inconsistent because, I mean, what is that animation? That's what annoys me, and that's why I don't play in goal online, because if you get those animations online, it just ruins everything. In Keeper Career Mode, it's part of a story. It's part of a story. You're going to have games where you're not as good. You know, you make some great saves, you make a few chances when you like that, but that's why I don't play online anymore, because it's so frustrating. We did instant respond, as you expect, Wednesday in the second half, 1-1, and this game against MK Dons. What a team, by the way. I love it. I'm loving the season. But those are my sort of tips. Just practice using your sprint button to run across the goal as we go 2-1 up again against the runner play, to sprint across the goal. So if they cross it into the back post, use that sprint, get used to it, obviously don't run too far the other way. Or if you make a save, instantly like keep a mindset, as you can see the really frustrating goal there to make it 2-2. If you make a good save, instantly get up, sprint. Like if you play in goal, it's normal for you. If you get up, sprint, back into position and get ready. Because if you're just pressing LB, it's not going to do it at a very good pace. But a lot of it is just practice. Now, For me, when I play keeper career mode, I can't lie to you, it's a task I do, not a task, it's something I do, a hobby when I'm like winding down. So a lot of the time, I've written music on, I just sort of sit there and play it a little bit half-hearted. I can't lie to you, that's why sometimes I do concede goals, which, I mean, I've made some incredible saves, but you will concede the old goal, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe if I use my brain a little bit, then I'll go save that, because I made a good save there. But if you're on it, you know, you can really, and that's a great double save, that's just positioning. But it is just practice, and it's constantly thinking. You've got to have a really quick brain for it, you know, release your LB, when to release it, you know, and if you're playing goal in real life as well, it's when to come out, when to narrow your angle, when to do all that, and a lot of it, that's just kind of, you either know it or you don't, that's just practice, as we are top of the league. Into Charlton away after those two dramatic wins against Wrexham and NK Dons, where if I'm honest, we didn't really deserve to win, but a 2-1 and a 3-2 win meant we're top of the league after 10 games, and could this be our year? After relegation last season, despite winning the Player of the Season, as I can see the disappointing goal there again, so Senelaska just reacting, I've made the save, it's just not gone. I've got away with it a few times, and it will happen like that, where my keeper's parried it, he's just not parried it into the best of plays, to be honest, and it went 1-1. But is this a year we could actually get promotion? What a year that would be, to get us back in the Championship. Because my aim is to go to the Championship next season either way. But this game, Charlton, we're going to get in two teams. He's been the Premier League, you know, so many great fixtures in League One. But I made decent saves. Corner came in this one, not quite dealt with. Just still there. I've sort of parried it there, got up, and that's just incredible. Incredible reflexes. I should have done a bit better with the initial shot with my guy, even though I've left him at 72 rated. From like the start, I put a few in after the first few games, and that was just like pace, because I like to slope and sprint across a bit more. Agility, I put that in reactions, and what a bullet header again. 2 goals from set pieces. This is vintage football. I love it. As we go 2-1 up at Charlton, we just get goals from everywhere, and it's very nice to see a range of highlights. It's cool as the strike, which my guy was confident. I was probably panicking and diving at the time as it sailed wide. But we won that game, and into a home game against Barrow, and instantly we were within 3 minutes working their keeper. But yeah, what a season it's been so far. This game against Barrow is an interesting one. I haven't kept clean sheet in a while. I just wanted to, you know, bear in mind to keep 7 at Bromley despite going down. It's been a bit of a different sort of season. It's been more expansive football too. That's a great save there. But it's an interesting game. So the corner swung in, I've made a save there, and luckily under no pressure. But we're getting battered in these games, and sooner rather than later we will come unstuck. But it's just because it's not that 5-4-1. There's another good save. There's loads of chances, but my team is also attacking as well. So an 8.6 within 24 minutes. I was having a great game. But then in the 24th minute, they had a short corner, sort of crossed it in. And just look at that marking. Yes, I could have claimed it a little bit, but I was hoping my centre-backs would get that. You know, you don't want to come out and look stupid. My centre-backs let him through. That's a fantastic finish. No keeper in the world saving that. But that's like 5 key chances we've conceded. And in the 38th minute, that was a bad one. The keeper's not made too many mistakes. It is going to happen though, and again, this is what I'm on about, when I'm like, I play it offline, because this happens in keepers' careers. Like, keepers will concede the odd soft goal. Now, I've made some great saves in this game already, but if that happens to you on pro clubs, especially if you're playing, what a strike by the way, 2-1, especially if you're playing competitively or with your mates, and you know, when you concede that sort of goal, you were so angry by it, and what a save! How do you keep that one out? And the same with Ultimate Team. On career mode, when I can see the goal, it's annoying, and it's a stupid goal. 2-2, we're back in it. Again, we've come from behind. Stones, what a player. But on Ultimate Team, what do you get from it? You know, it's not part of a story or anything. It's rubbish. So, a great save to keep it at 2-2 in the 68th minute. So it's part of it. And now, after this run of games, and as I said in the last clip, the reason I'm going to go to the manual is this. What the hell was that? Well, I'm not saving it. But this is again what I'm on about. A few things. Maybe I didn't release LB quick enough. That is a classic example there. But like, you can see my guys as like arguing with himself. I've put an input. I've told him to dive. But there's certain shots in corners where it's like a power shot or something like that, where they just don't dive, and it's frustrating. But that's why I'm going to go to the manual and just see if it could be worse, it could be not. But look, overall, it's the best keeper engine I've played in since when I used to play 11v11. So Northampton away, instantly, that's a fantastic save. We did lose that game against Barrow. We deserved a defeat, to be honest. But again, frustrating goal from a corner. Could be coming and claiming that. Caught in 2 minds. My centre-backs are useless, and then they've just had it point blank, and he hasn't saved it. Yeah, 72 rated keeper maybe should have shown his signs a little bit blend, but 5th minute. No, we're going to make chances. We almost scored there off the inside of the post and out. Before we came forward, Smith got the ball, 10th minute, it's just brilliant, look at that play. Stones is there, 1-1, I think it was after this game I may have tweaked the marking a little bit, just a little bit. less. But as I commented, what a strike that is. I don't really want to go in the habit of like making the shot error up, if that makes sense. So it's hard. I just want to keep it all 50 and like that sort of thing. But I replied to a comment, and I recommend to anyone, if you're thinking, okay, my team might be scoring a few too many goals here, you've missed a few chances, or you're just having a great time, just enjoy it, then you can just bring the marking down a little bit. Don't make it too drastic, because you don't want to be sat there going, oh, when you win a game, see, they shouldn't have scored that. But like when you win a game, maybe it's because my settings, when you lose a game, I need to change them back. That's a horrible thing when you're trying to get settings right, and that's why it took a few weeks to get it right. So I'm really happy with them, but feel free to tweak them. As we went through one up, I had a bit of I zoomed out and zoomed in. Sometimes I'm not always paying attention. There you go, 3-1. What a strike that is though, 3-2. To get back into the game by them. It's just, I haven't kept a clean sheet in 5 games though. This is the worry. I do need to start getting some clean sheets. It might be even more than that, to be honest. But what a game though, and what just the matches are just ridiculous. As that should have been 4-2. Great save. Their keeper made a fine line of a few good saves, if I'm brutally honest with you. But I'm loving it, honestly. I'm just loving making the content. And in the 60th minute, Northampton broke forward. And look at this. That is probably the best save I have made. That is an incredible save. I just collapsed. I put my controller out and collapsed. My pro there. Like, 70 rated making that save. They did make it 3-3, but it was offside. Got you there. But despite, I've conceded a few soft goals recently, but that is just an incredible save, and that's brilliant. Again, held on to it well there. Again, a bit manual, a little bit overplaced. I'm still getting used to it. We're all learning. I'm still getting back to where I once was with it all. But yeah, just what a game. Incredible. Great save by their keeper there. I think he made another couple great saves to keep it at 3-2. There's one there and then another great save there. But that would be it until the 92nd minute when Northampton did come through, but they wasted it, and it was a simple save, and we won, which meant we stayed top of the league. Thank you for watching this episode. Look at that, top of the league. Beautiful stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.